Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. This is a Conference USA opener for both of these teams. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Hawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Blue Hens head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Hens offense will take the field first. A rivalry game like this, they'd love to get off to a good start. Guys, the last time they met, they were trading haymakers with each other.
They sure were. You could really tell in that game how much this rivalry meant to the players. They were exhausted, David. That game was back and forth. Neither of these teams want to lose because you don't want to hear about it for an entire offseason, and you know they're going to be playing with some fire today.
And you hear about it from the fans every time you lose. You hear about it constantly. It matters. Heard about it with Jesse Palmer and the Georgia-Florida rivalry. It was a big-time deal. They're going to be playing with emotion. Who can handle that emotion early, get settled in, and throw that first punch?
Trying to get outside, it's Silver.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Nowhere to go.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Now the Hawks offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hawks line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Taking the field down to Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think
makes the catch, and he's free. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Takes it in. Touchdown, Hawks. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, it's Silver. Swapped immediately.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Second down, gonna throw it. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Look out! Finds his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's DeMarco.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Trying to move them on the counter. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Hawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the touchdown, Hawks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Delaware sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Got him on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Graves. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Second and long here. They want to throw it. Looking for a big play. Got it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touchdown, Blue Hens! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the point after is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Right side, it's Snow. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Powers inside. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. All kinds of room to the right. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The extra point here would tie the game. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Hawks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
It's in the tight end in motion. The play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Quick give. It's Ellison. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose deep. He makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The Hawks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, and time is running short. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on his way. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the UNLV Rebels taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's UNLV able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting 1st half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Delaware's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time.
Caught, and he's got room. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical third down, pitch and catch explosive play for the offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Still looking to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Snow. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Hawks are marching down the field. The running back has it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. The Hawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Has it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawks. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner. Long way to go on second down. On play action. caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. The throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. The Hawks will line up to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end now in motion. Finds his man on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. He's looking to pass. Fires downfield. On target over the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Blue Hens are facing 3rd and inches. Keeps it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the 1st down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Running inside. It's Ellison. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
How about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Prince. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Working the ground game. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Offense gets set for second down. The lone back's got it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Selling the fake. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. After the run, now to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Turns into the pile. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Hawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's complete on the right side. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Hawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Hawks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Left side is Lofton. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Right side, it's Graves. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else in the corner.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Blue Hens go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ellison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Hey, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Snapped on 4th down. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Drives inside. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. The Hawks have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Hits inside. It's DeMarco. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And, Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Quick give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Keep it on the ground. Looking for a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Hawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hand it to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. The biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada, and one of the great venues, Mackey Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Hawks and the Nevada Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, this is a beautiful full-circle moment for him. He's able to finally get that dream job at his alma mater, and it all becomes a reality today when he runs out of the tunnel. He told me, I'm not sure how I'll feel, but I know my heart will be full. I'll keep you posted on how he's reacting to this crowd here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nevada Wolfpack offense heads out, and they'll have the ball first. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Givens.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Right side, it's Turner. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Making his first move. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Now the Hawks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's DeMarco. There he goes. 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hawks.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 47, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out wide right, it's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Turns up, it's Givens. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Nevada. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Turning it on. The 10, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hawks.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Number 47, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And I tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to 4th down.
On the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. On the ground, it's Morton. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Defense all over it.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Back's got it on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Hawks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's Brown to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right side, it's Brown. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nevada will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Trying to get started. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Plows his way ahead. Across the 35. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to him again. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's DeMarco. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Red zone defense is tough. You want to make it easier? Get a big sack on first down. Nice job by this defense being ready, making the big play.
The Hawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out wide right, it's DeMarco. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 47, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is.
Snags it, and he's open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He's got it on the right. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Got it behind the line. It's Givens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going to try to get it himself. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Zings it complete to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
The quick out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Hawks with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Push is ahead. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Hawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Way off target there.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hawks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that goal? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Now back to your game in Reno. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Mackey Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Got his man on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. From the gun, it's DeMarco. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He's past the marker. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Quick give. It's DeMarco. There's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football. To be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
The Hawks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hawks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team.
Number 47 on to punt it away.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Pulled and fired complete. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Running inside, it's DeMarco. He's past the sticks. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
Drops back on 1st down. They're all over him. And down he goes.
You know, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Lets it fly. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage, knocking that ball away and doing it clean? No PI on that one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right side, it's Snow. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Hawks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Got a man. It's Givens. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Try the right side with Brown. Got him right there. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Good work to get the defense to jump, and it gives them a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Turner. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This Nevada offense really has it going. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there and got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. After the laundry marked the field, 1st and 5 for this offense. RPO complete. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Sells to run, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yard
throws toward the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll move the tight end. Going to run it. It's DeMarco. Stopped right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Out wide right, it's Snow. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Hawks will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's DeMarco.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Hawks send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Unloads to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Morgan. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the 1st down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Back to throw, it's Duncan. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.